Get ready for warm-ups in sitting position. We start off with a balancing pose. So you bring both the legs close to each other, foot touching each other, heels close to the perineum. Slightly lean back and take the weight of the body on your buttocks. Steady yourself completely, lift your legs up a little bit and see if you can maintain the balance, and then slowly straighten the leg all the way out, and then bring them close back to the perineum without touching the floor if possible. Extend them again, this time widen the leg out, bend the leg, again bring them back straight out, close together, back to the perineum, lift up, spread out, bend, lift up, close to each other, bend, straighten the leg and wait. Now the Tibetan Yantra Yoga practice. So keep your right hand on your left leg. Keep the left hand on top of the right hand and start moving with me. Breathing in, raise your left hand up, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring your left hand down to catch your left toe, hold your breath. Breathing in, lift your left leg up, hold your breath. Breathing out, bend the left leg in Ardha Padmasana, if possible the knee touching the ground. Hold your breath. Breathing in, straighten the left leg across the right side, hold your breath. Breathing out, bend the left leg in such a way that it is over the right hand. Then breathing in, straighten the left leg up. Breathing out, very slowly bring your left leg back to ground. Catch a couple of breaths. Now the left hand on the right knee, right hand on top of the left hand. And then be with me, breathing in, raise your right hand up. Hold. Breathing out, bring the right hand down to catch the right toe. Hold. Breathing in, lift the right leg up. Hold. Breathing out, bend the right leg in Ardha Padmasana. Hold. Breathing in, raise the left leg right across the left side. Hold. Breathing out, bend the right leg over the left hand. Hold. Breathing in, straighten the right leg up. Hold. Breathing out, bring the right leg down and relax. To loosen up the hip joint, the butterfly pose. So bring both the legs close to each other. And then start a little slowly and then accelerate. So bring both the knees towards the arm. Take it down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Relax. Wait for some time. Now, those of you who are very comfortable will practice a combination of Halasana and Paschimottanasana dynamically. So I'll take off the speaker from the neck and then demonstrate, and then I'll instruct later. So you're going to lie, you're going to sit on your leg, on And then raise your hands up. You will bend forward, come back, go into Anasana. Like that. So start doing it dynamically. Make an attempt. You only have to attempt. Whatever comes, comes. Yeah. So keep a little gap for the hand to go. Yeah. Koshish continues. Yeah. Yeah. So raise the hands, come into Paschimottanasana, go back flat, taking the hands behind, take the hand. Very good. Sunita, come a little down, no? Yeah. Then you can try the full. Yeah. Correct. Lovely. While coming back, raise the hands up. Yeah, correct. Lovely. Not bad, no, Sridhar? See. Relax. Take a couple of breaths. Take a couple of breaths. And then we will do our favorite reverse cycling. So lie on your back, keep the legs up, ready for cycle pedaling. Right leg forward pedal, left leg backward pedal. Right leg forward pedal, left leg backward pedal. So the way to do this, to get it, is keep the legs in this position. Start moving the right forward, left backward, and then bring both of them down. Now the left goes forward from the bottom and the right comes up, both goes up to the starting position. And then you can speed up. This is an excellent practice not only for the physical workout, but it's also a good practice to accelerate your neural capacity. Relax. And now reverse. The left leg in forward, right leg in backward. I'll tell you what, always start very slow. Do the movement in a very slow, controlled manner before you speed up. See, watch this. When you want to start with the right leg forward, no? Focus on both the knees. The right is going forward, the left is coming backward. This is easy. Anybody can do it. And then when you are bending the left leg to bring it down, the right leg is going down. Both the feet are close to the ground. Now from the bottom, the right leg is stretching. You bring the left leg back into Bhavanamuktasana practice. And then you stretch both of them up into this position. So then you, if you do this very slowly, you can easily get it. So try it out. Very slow. Keep both the legs in the starting position. Now which leg you want to start forward, keep that leg forward, keep the other leg backward. Yeah. Slowly get into the movement. And then when the movement is comfortable, then you accelerate. So come into a sitting position and be in a meditative asana. If possible, keep your hands in Shankha Mudra. Shankha Mudra is you keep the left hand thumb on the right palm, bend all the four fingers to cover the left hand thumb. The right hand thumb is projected forwards. Now the four fingers of the left hand will come and touch the thumb. Your hand will be in the form of a shank. So keep in that position as we start the class. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On my outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures: an elephant behind, a peacock in front, a tiger on my right side, a lion on my left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall of protection to go up all around me. Third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I am chanting. Take your awareness to Muladhara Chakra at the perineum, 4 petal lotus, red color. Visualize that you're balancing your Rajasic and your Tamasic qualities and you're accentuating your Sattvic quality. Keep your hands in the mudra for Muladhara Chakra. Get ready, take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Swadhisthana Chakra at the spinal terminus, 6 petal lotus, orange color. Increase your pitch a little bit, visualizing that you're balancing your Ida Pingala Nadi and you're accentuating your Shushumna Nadi. Take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Manipura Chakra behind your navel, 10 petal lotus, yellow color. You will increase your pitch further, visualizing that you are removing all blockages of energies from the Pancha Koshas. Take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Anahata Chakra behind your heart center, 12 petal lotus, green color. You will increase your pitch further, visualizing that you're balancing the Pancha Tattvas in the body. Change your hand mudra for Anahata Chakra. Take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Vishuddhi Chakra behind your throat pit, 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase your pitch further, visualizing that you are balancing the 3 doshas in the body. Change your hand mudra for Vishuddhi Chakra. Take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Agnya Chakra directly behind your navel, directly behind your eyebrow center. At the center of your brain, 2 petal lotus, indigo color. You will increase your pitch further, visualizing that you're piercing through your Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti Avastha and you're entering into superconscious. Take your hand mudra, change your hand mudra for Agnya Chakra. Only right hand is used. Keep the fingers at the Bhumadhya. Take a deep breath in. Shift attention to Sahasrara Chakra, center of the top of your head, 1000 petal lotus, white color. You will increase your pitch further, visualizing that you're piercing through all obstacles and barriers and merging with your Creator. Change your hand mudra for Sahasrara Chakra. Take a deep breath in. Slowly release your hands, keep your fingers touching together, hands shape of a ball, and allow the vibrations of your own chanting to sink into each and every cell in your body. Visualize that each and every cell is vibrating in its harmonic original frequency. They're all working in optimal coordination with each other, keeping you in pristine health at all times. Get ready for Shanti Mantra. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamaditamastु Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. If you need to release your legs, you can release them now. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping my body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. Keep your hands in the Linga Mudra. As you take the mudra, pay attention to how you are holding it. If there is any unwanted tightness in the way you are holding it, let your conscious awareness lead you to relax them. 11 times, get ready. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् 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 उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति 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 आरे. Slowly release your mudra. If you want to release your legs, you can do so. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Gayatri mantra for wisdom, inner awareness, and intuitive knowledge. Chanting the mantra every day helps me operate in the highest planes of wisdom, delve deep within me, seeking answers to various questions from the universal knowledge resting within me, and get those answers and operate very successfully from an intuitive plane. So get back into meditative position. Keep your hands in lingam, in Jnana Mudra. Make your sankalpa. Get ready for chanting 11 times. Take a deep breath in. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति 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 Hari. Just be quiet for a little while. Try and experience the vibrations in each and every cell in your body. Feel the body harmonically functioning as a whole in a very coordinated way. And now if you need to release your legs, you can release them. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting 32 names of Durga for overcoming distress and for peace and harmony. Chanting the 32 names helps me overcome all stressful situations, for I simply surrender before you as your son. You are carrying me through the difficulties, cutting through them with your fierce sword, helping me emerge successful at all times. Get back into meditative position. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, Yoni Mudra. Get ready 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Om Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Maschedini Durga Swadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Maknyanada Durga Daitya Lugata Vanala Durgama Durgamatma Swarupini Durgamarga Prada Durgama Vidya Durgama Shrita Durgamatnyana Samstana Durgamathyana Bhashini Durgamoha Durgamaha Durgamartra Swarupini Durgama Surasamhantri Durgama Yudhadarini Durgamangi Durgamata Durgamya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Durga Dharini Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Maschedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durgam Maknyanada Durga Daitya Lugata Vanala Durgama Loka Durgamatma Swarupini Durgamarga Prada Durgama Vidya Durgama Shrita Durgamatnyana Samstana Durgamathyana Vashini Durga Moha Durga Maha Durga Matra Swarupini Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadharini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgapa, Durga Dharini. Om Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Schedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Maknyanada Durga Daitya Luga Davanala Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shita, Durgama Jnana Samstana, Durgama Dhyana Bhashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamatra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadharini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durga Dharini. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari. Again, release your mudra. Keep your fingers joined together, hands in the shape of a ball. And feel the effect of vibrations inside your body. Let your breathing become long, gentle, deep. Then very slowly release your mudra, release your posture and lie on your back. We're going to practice for hamstrings, but before that we'll do a body scan. Yeah, it could be. Because the controls get changed for the Kathak class, no? So lie on your back and gently, with your mental awareness, relax the whole body. As you relax the whole body, allow your hands, your legs, your body, your back, your head to sink into the ground. And let the deep relaxation spread to each and every part of the body. Start focusing your attention on your breath. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen expand wonderfully. As you breathe out, allow your abdomen to collapse and go closer to the spine as much as it can. Continue for some time in this breath awareness. And now focus your attention at the back of your head. Sense the connection between the back of the head and the ground. Try to experience what is the pressure between the back of the head and the ground. Then move your attention to the back of your neck. There's a gap between the floor and the neck. Can you gauge that gap? If you were to roll a towel, how big that roll will be if you have to close that gap? Mentally try to visualize. Shift attention to your shoulders and see if you can experience the shoulders grazing the ground or they are raised from the ground. Then shift attention to your shoulder joint, your armpit, your arm, elbow, forehand, wrist and hand. From the shoulder joint down to the fingers, can you feel the entire hand resting on the ground, or are there gaps at some places? If there are gaps, can you guess where exactly the gap is? And try to sense how much is that gap. Is it 1 millimeter? Is it less? It is more? Try and gauge. Now shift awareness to your heels and pay attention as to how the heels are pressing against the ground. And are they symmetrical on the right and the left? Or do you feel one side is pressing more? Then pay attention to your foreleg. Sense your calf muscles aligned along the ground. There's a pressure between the calf and the ground. Can you experience it? Gauge it? And is it symmetrical on the right and the left? And if not, which side is pressing more? And is there any connection between that and the heel? Like, are both of them pressing more on the same side, or are they pressing more on the opposite sides? Remember, there is nothing like a correct situation or a wrong situation. You are trying to experience your own soma as it is at this point in time, going into as much details on your own soma as possible. Then pay attention to the back of your knees. They are connecting to the ground. Are they aligned along the ground? Are they raised from the ground? If they are raised from the ground, can you gauge the gap? And is the gap symmetrical on the right and left? If not, which side has a greater gap? If the side where the gap is greater, the same where the calf is pressing more and the heel is pressing more, or is it some other combination? Then repeat the same with your thighs, back of the thighs pressing along the ground. Repeat the same with your glutes. Then pay attention to your spinal vertebrae. Try and count how many of them you can feel is touching the ground. And finally, relax the right back side, left back side. Allow the whole body to completely sink inside. Quickly repeat the awareness of various touch points. Then very slowly bend your legs at the knees and stretch them back. Take your hands over your head. and move your head from side to side and be ready for the practices in lying down position. So we're going to release your hamstrings first, quads first, and then we will come to releasing your hamstrings. And then we'll finally check whether any further improvements we have made on our forward bending or not. Janu Shirasasana. So in your lying down position, you're going to raise one leg. This will work on the rectus femoris. Then there are three other muscles in the front called vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius. So to get them activated, you will flex your knee, move your knee closer to the chest, then release the knee flexion, lengthen your leg back, and very slowly bring your leg back to rest on the ground. So get ready. Start by lifting the right leg up from the ground, not so high, not so high. Come down a little more, come down a little more, come down a little more, come down further, bas. And now, very slowly bend at your knee, flexing the knee. Slowly move the knee closer to the chest. Release the knee flexion and then lengthen the leg forward and then bring your leg slowly back to rest on the ground. Very good. When you've done that, second round, slowly lifting your leg up, flexing your knee, releasing the knee flexion, lengthening the leg, slowly bring your leg back to rest on the ground. Third round, lift your leg up, bend, flexing the knees, move the knee closer to the chest, release the knee flexion, bring the leg back very slowly. And then relax. Now left leg. So lift your left leg up. Flex the knee. Bring the knee closer to the chest. Release the knee flexion. Slowly bring the leg back to rest on the ground. Second round, toes pointing toward the ceiling, lift your leg up, bend at the knee flexion, move the knee closer to the chest, accentuating the psoas contraction, and then release the knee flexion, straighten the leg, bring your leg slowly back to rest on the ground. Last round, lift your leg up, flex the knee, move the knee closer to the chest, release the knee flexion, slowly bring your leg back to rest on the ground and relax. Feel the effect of what you have done. Quickly revisit your touch points and see if anything has changed. And now we'll start with some of the practices for the hamstring. The first of it is lying in your supine position only. So you're going to bend your leg and keep the foot close to the ankle of the left leg. So you're bending the right leg, keeping the foot close to the ankle joint of the right leg. And slide your foot, creating a friction between your mat and the feet. It is that friction that will start activating your hamstrings. Feel the hamstrings contracting when you're moving this, and then very slowly release your foot, sliding it along the ground till it naturally comes up, and relax. And feel the hamstring totally released and relaxed when you take the position back. So get ready, 3 rounds on either side. So bend your right leg, keep the right foot closer to the ankle. Using friction along the mat, pull your right foot towards the perineum. As you do that, experience the contraction of your hamstrings and slowly release, sliding the foot along the mat till it naturally lifts up. Second round, breathing in as you do this, bending your knees, sliding it, creating friction along the mat, contracting your hamstrings, taking your foot close to the perineum. As you breathe out, release your foot, sliding it along the mat all the way down. Third round, start. Now we will work on the left leg. So very slowly start inhaling, bend your left leg, then slide your left foot along the mat, creating a friction that works on the hamstring. Feel the hamstring contracting till your foot comes wherever it can come close to the perineum. Then breathing out, release, sliding the leg along the mat. And as you do that, experience the hamstring relaxing and reaching a new lower resting tone. Catch a couple of breaths. Second round, bending your leg, breathing in, feet sliding along the mat, creating a friction, contracting your hamstrings, reaching the foot up to the perineum, and then slowly slide back, breathing out. Last round. Slowly release. Now the next one is difficult to demonstrate, so I'll explain as best as I can and then see if you can get it. You are again lying in the same position, but this time your feet comes close to the perineum. Now in this position, you're trying to move your thighs towards the glute. And as you do that, feel your hamstrings contracting. Only right side, the left should be relaxed. So it's as though you're trying to move, you're pulling your thigh down towards your glute, and that will engage your hamstrings. And when you release it, you will relax your hamstrings to a new lower resting tone. So try it out and see if you can feel that hamstring contracting when you do it. Try and focus only on the right side. Keep the left side completely relaxed. Try and think as though you're pulling your right thigh towards your right glute and feel that hamstrings contract on the right side. And then release that contraction. Allow your right hamstring to come to a new lower resting tone. Second round, breathing in as you try to move your hamstring towards your buttocks. Move your thigh towards the buttocks, contracting the hamstrings. Breathing out, release. Last round, breathing in, breathing out, relax. Now shift your attention to the left side, keeping the right relaxed. So try breathing in, move the left thigh towards the left glute. Second round. And slowly relax. Last round, breathing in, and slowly breathing out, relax. Now we'll do a couple of practices on the prone position, then we'll come and do a couple of practices on the sitting position. So in prone position, we have already done this practice of bending and lifting. Now you're going to do simple Shavasana, lifting your right leg up and slowly bending your right leg. Then you do that with the left. Then you move your toes away from the midline. That means the toes is facing away from your body, and repeat the same. After you have done that, you move the toes to the right midline, medial rotation of your leg, and keeping it like that, keeping the knees straight, you will lift, and then slowly you will come back. You will finish everything on the right side, and then you will go to the left side. After this, you move the leg a little away from the body and try to lift your leg up there. And again, you repeat the same external rotation, toes away from the body and lift up. And then internal rotation and lift up. And then we repeat the same on the left side. So get ready, turn on your stomach. Try to keep the top of your foot closer to the ground, which means the toes are extended away from the body. You can keep your hands in front to rest your forehead, or you can rest your forehead on the mat, whichever is comfortable for you. And then very slowly breathing in, raise only your right leg, keeping your knees straight, and very slowly bring your right leg back to rest. As you do that, you are contracting your hamstring. As you slowly release, you are bringing your hamstrings to a new resting tone. And therefore, do it very slowly when you bring your leg down. Second round, breathing in, up, very slowly come back. Try and lift the whole leg, including the thighs, up from the ground. That is when the hamstrings really gets engaged. Last round, breathing in, up, very slow return, very slow return. And now you will move the toes away from the midline. Toes are pointing away from the body. Breathing in, slowly lift your right leg up. Slowly come back. You're working only on the right leg now, not on the left. So you'll move the toes away from the body. Yeah. And then slowly lift your leg up. Breathing out as you bring your leg back to rest on the ground. Second round. Third round. Slowly come back. Rest for some time. And then move the toes towards the midline of the right leg, and you will be lifting your right leg away from the ground, keeping your leg straight at the knee. Try and engage the thighs as well and slowly return. Slowly return. Second round. Very slowly breathing in as you lift your leg up and breathing out when you bring your leg back to rest. Very good. Last round. Slowly return. Now we'll shift attention to the left leg. So once again, top of your foot closer to the ground, toes away from the body, and slowly lift your left leg up. Only as far as you can comfortably go. You don't have to raise it very high. Slowly return. Slower you return, the better you are. Second round, breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you relax. Slower than that. If you're moving very fast, you are not going to rest or relax your hamstrings to a new lower resting tone. It doesn't get time. Last round. Slowly relax. Take a couple of breaths, and then when you're ready, move the toes away from the midline, and then slowly lift your left leg up from the ground. Slowly, very slowly, in a controlled way, return your left leg back to rest on the ground. Slowly come back. When you're ready, breathing in, second round. Between movements, catch at least a couple of breaths. Don't rush your movements. Slow come back. After you return to the ground, catch a couple of breaths and then initiate the next move. Give yourself that time. Relax. Once you have completed all the three moves, rest for some time. Then move your toes towards the midline of your left leg and lift your left leg up. Correct. Slowly up. Very slow, controlled descent. Second round. Third round. Slowly release. Relax. Now you're going to move your right leg a little away from the center and then repeat all the three. Correct. Leg like this. I'll show you once. Not like that, not like that. The toes are away, and in this position only you move away and then lift. After that, you will turn to the, and then you will turn this way. Yeah, correct, correct. Slowly come up, very slowly release. Second round. Very slowly release. Third round. Slowly release. And wait. Catch 2-3 breaths. And now you will keep the leg in that same position away from the midline, slightly away from the center of the body. And you'll move the toes away from the body. And then keeping the feet in that position, lift your leg up. Very slowly lift your leg up. Higher. Don't turn the face this side. Keep the face like this. Don't turn the face. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Slowly come up. Correct. Correct. Very good. Slowly come back. Second round. Remember breathing in when you're lifting your leg up and breathing out when you are returning your leg. Breathing out on the descent of your leg. Breathing in on the ascent of your leg. Last round. Perfect. Lovely. And now, keeping the leg in that same position, turn the toes towards the body and then lift your leg up. Turn the toes towards the midline, and as you breathe out, release and return. Second round. Last round. and wait for some time. Then bring the leg back to the midline and move the left leg away from the body. And lift your left leg up. Slowly bring your left leg back to rest. Move the leg a little away from the midline. Then lift up. Correct, correct. Second round when you're ready, slowly return. Last round. Now, keeping the leg away from that midline, the same position, move your toes pointing away from the body. The toes pointing away from the body, and then lift your left leg up. Toes away from the midline. Toes away. Toes the other way around. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Slowly lift your leg up. Very slowly return your leg back to rest. Every time you return, feel your hamstrings are relaxed even more. They have come back to zero resting tone. That is a state where the muscle is not in any kind of contraction, completely relaxed. Last round, then slowly release. And now you will turn the toes towards the midline and then you will lift up. Second round. Last round. Very good. Now, since you're in that prone position, try one yogic pose which can also work quite significantly on the hamstring. You're lying in this position, you can keep your forehead whichever way you want. Bend your right leg, catch hold of your ankle, and try to move the ankle close to the ground. And you'll feel a complete stretch on your hamstring as you do this. Then very slowly release. Feel the hamstring completely going into a deep state of relaxation. After we do this 3 times, we will do it on the left leg. So feel that and take it only as far as you are comfortable. You don't have to necessarily touch the ground. Go wherever it can go. You should not turn so much. Then it is easy, then it will just rotate. Don't turn the head. Try and keep the head on the correct. Now try to come as close as possible. Slight rotation in the final position is allowed. Very good. Slowly come back. Try to keep the feet as close to the body as possible. As close to the body as possible. Not going so much away. Okay? So try and keep the feet as close to the body as possible. Of course, only as far as it is comfortable for you. Correct. Very good. Slowly release. Now work on the other leg. Second round. Last round. Now, in this itself, you can practice Dhanurasana, which also works on the hamstrings quite effectively. And then it also works on extending the shoulders. So, you're lying on your stomach, you'll bend both the legs, catch hold of your ankle, and try to move your foot away from the body and lift it up from the ground. The hand will naturally pull your shoulders up. Your shoulder blade is abducted closer toward the spine, and your hamstrings are completely engaged in this position. Very slowly come back. The abduction of the scapula is released, and the contraction of the hamstring is released. And then wait for some time. Then repeat the second round. So 3 rounds totally. Dhanur Asana. Move your leg behind, away from the body, and raise it up. It will bring your hands up automatically. Very good. Slowly release. Slow release is the key to this experience. When you come back, feel your scapula coming back to its neutral position and the hamstrings completely relaxed. Feel that before you initiate or engage in the second movement. Second round, breathing in as you do this, breathing out as you release. Last round. After you release, wait for some time, then last round. Once you've completed your 3 rounds, turn to one side and gently sit up. So for the next move in the sitting position, you're going to keep your legs stretched out, and then you're going to keep your feet again, this time closer to the ankle or closer to the lower leg. Keep both the hands in front of the knees, and then you're slightly bending your neck. As you pull your leg closer to the perineum, lift your head up. Feel that hamstring completely getting engaged. As you release, sliding along the ground, bring the head back to neutral position. So once again, you'll bend, keep the leg a little closer to the ankle. With friction, bring your feet along the ground, tilt your head up. And then slowly release, sliding along the ground. Start. So breathing in when you take it up, slide your foot towards the perineum, breathing in, tilting your head up, breathing out when you release out of that contraction. Slowly release. Second round, slowly release. Last round, slowly release. Once you have completed 3 rounds, we will repeat on the left leg. Very good. Second round. Release, and then last round. Very good. Now you're going to keep your hands at the back. Let everybody complete, and then I'll. Yeah. Now you're going to keep the hands supporting your back. Try and keep the back as straight as you're comfortable. Rotate your leg away from the midline, and then move your right leg away as much as you can. Slowly come back to the midline, then release your lateral rotation. So start, laterally rotate your right foot, move your right leg away from the midline, keeping the spine as straight as you can. Slowly come back. Then release the lateral rotation. Again, second round, laterally rotate. Slide your right leg away as much as you can. Slowly come back. Then release the lateral rotation. Last round, laterally rotate, move, slowly come back. Release the lateral rotation and wait. Now left leg, laterally rotate the left leg, move it as much as you can away from the body, and slowly come back, and then release the lateral rotation. Second round, laterally rotate, slide along the ground as much as you can, slowly come back, and then release the lateral rotation. Last round, it's when you take it away that the hamstring really comes into play. You can feel that when you are away from the midline. And then as you return back, you can feel the hamstring coming back to its resting tone. And then wait for some time. Let me check how much time we have. So we have just about time for one or two Anulom Vilom. So you know what is to be done in Anulom Vilom. Chanting Gayatri Mantra start. All the three bandhas. After you have completed one or two rounds, let us also test. We forgot that. So once you have completed, then come into Janu Shirasasana and test and see whether your bending forward is improved or not. Yeah. So you'll keep your hands on your knees. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, bend forward. And see how much you have reached now. Slowly while breathing out. And then test on the other side. Very good. Good. Then come into Shankha Mudra and relax. Very good. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Chant 3 times. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritam gamaya sarvesham swastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्. Rub your hands nicely when they are really warm. Then keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from palm to the eyes. Gently open your eyes. Be observant of colors you see when you open. And slowly release your palm. Hari Om, that's it. Hari Om, that's it. Hari Om, that's it. So have a great week ahead. On Thursday, we'll be doing the last round of lesson 19. Bye. So last day, okay, Yoga Nidra, sorry. Last day of the month. I am being reminded of it.